Everyone at that wedding was smiling. But I was the only one who noticed someone standing in the wrong place. And that one detail saved my sister's life. My name is Ethan Hale. I'm 19. I work part-time at a university archive, and I notice things most people miss. Small things. Wrong things. And on the day of my sister Claire's wedding, I noticed something that didn't belong. It started 3 hours before the ceremony. I was helping set up chairs in the garden when I saw a man in a gray suit talking to the wedding planner. He wasn't on the guest list. I checked. Twice. He had no flowers, no gift, no camera. Just a leather folder under his arm and a smile that didn't reach his eyes. I watched him for 20 minutes. He moved like he belonged there, but his eyes kept scanning the room, searching for something or someone. Then he disappeared into the storage hall. I followed him. Inside, he was standing next to the sound system, pulling cables. Not fixing them. Rearranging them. When I asked what he was doing, he froze. Then he smiled and said he worked for the venue. But the venue coordinator was my cousin. And she had never mentioned him. I didn't confront him. I just stood there, blocking the door, pretending to adjust my tie. He left. Fast. But that leather folder stayed behind. I opened it. Inside were blueprints of the venue, a list of names including Claire's, and a legal document about a trust fund my sister had inherited last year. A trust fund worth $2 million. And according to that document, if Claire's marriage was interrupted or invalidated within the first 30 days, the money would revert to a distant uncle. An uncle no one had seen in 15 years. An uncle who looked exactly like the man in the gray suit. My heart stopped. The wedding was in 90 minutes. I had no proof. No witnesses. And if I told my family, they'd panic. Claire would break down. My parents would call security and turn the whole day into chaos. So I made a choice. I would stop him. Quietly. Alone. I found him near the bridal suite, holding a phone. He was giving instructions to someone. Coordinates. Timing. Escalation points. He was planning something bigger than I thought. I recorded him. Then I called venue security and sent them the recording, the folder, and the blueprints. I told them to come quietly, no sirens, no panic. While I waited, I stayed close to Claire. I adjusted her veil. I fixed her bouquet. I smiled when she asked if I was okay. And I lied. I said everything was perfect. 7 minutes before the ceremony, security found him in the lighting booth. He had rewired the entire system to short-circuit during the vows, cause a fire alarm, and evacuate the building. The plan was chaos. Legal chaos that would nullify the marriage in front of 200 witnesses and a judge. They escorted him out through the kitchen. No one saw. No one knew. Claire walked down the aisle in a perfect white dress, completely unaware that her wedding had almost been destroyed. My parents cried. Her husband smiled. And I stood there, silent, watching the man I'd stopped being taken away in an unmarked car. After the ceremony, the security chief pulled me aside. He told me the man confessed. He told me the uncle had hired 3 people to sabotage the wedding in different ways. The sound system. The catering van. Even the marriage license. And I had stopped the first domino from falling. But here's the part that still keeps me awake at night. 2 days after the wedding, Claire received a letter. It was from the uncle. And it said this. You won this time. But the trust has clauses you haven't read yet. I'll be waiting. She never told our parents. But she told me. And now I check the mailbox every day. I walk her to her car. I ask questions no one else asks. Because I learned something that day. Sometimes the biggest threats don't announce themselves. They smile. They blend in. They wait for the perfect moment. And sometimes, the only thing standing between disaster and happiness is one person who notices. One person who refuses to look away. My name is Ethan Hale. I'm 19 years old. And I saved my sister's wedding. But I'm not sure the danger is over.